Hi everyone, this is take two. Hello everyone, welcome. So I have decided to do a dyeing experiment, and I am using this fabric right here, which is now available in my shop, or it will be by tomorrow. It will be by the time you see this video, probably. Tomorrow for sure. And this is, as you can, it's kind of stiff. This is bleached cotton. It is 58 inches wide. So there's that. And it's kind of stiff. Anyway, I washed it. I washed 5 meters. I cut out 5 meters. And I put little snips in for every 1/4 meter. Washed the whole piece of fabric, just regular wash, and made sure it was damp when I started my dyeing project. Of which, so I'm only telling you this because the video, I think it's a little bit hard to hear. It's like I'm too far away from the camera, but you can kind of get the gist of what I'm doing. So I'm just going to run you through it right quick. So my experiment was to dye that large piece of fabric. I wanted to dye it yellow. I did buy some orange dye. That was just for fun. So I bought yellow dye, 2 packs. One's Dylon, one's Rit, and those are just brand names. The dye that's readily available at wherever. And I wanted the yellow to go from dark to light, and I wanted it to look marbled. So I wanted to do basically a fat quarter in each one of these cups. So that's what I did. So if you're wondering why I'm using the cups, I'm putting a fat quarter in each one of these, and then I'm varying the amount of dye in each glass to make it more saturated or less saturated in color. So that was my experiment. So now you get to see how it went. And I'm doing this on the hottest day of the year. My glasses are sliding off. It's in the morning before the sun is going to come out. Hopefully this is filming because I can't do this twice. So there. So because I have 2 packages of dye, which is supposed to, look, it's getting dirty already, being outside. I have a makeshift table set up that is not level, so that's not good. And I have some clear cups. Oh, what a mess. I'm losing half my fabric. Oh, and the bugs are bad. So I'm shoving the strings in my... So I'm putting, well, it'll be the same as a fat quarter in each of these cups. So, and I have my dye mixed up, all ready to go. So I'm trying to do this quickly because it's supposed to be warm water. So what I am trying to do is so I'm dyeing this fabric yellow. And I don't think my cups are big enough, but this is what I have. So I'm putting a fat quarter of fabric that's damp in here, and so I'm trying to do it quick because it's a hot day and it's going to dry out before I get this done. This is the right side, so I'll use the right for the right dye. And this is the left side, so I'll use the... So this is Dylon Sunflower Yellow. Oh, gloves. Gotta have gloves on. And I also have some orange dye, Sunshine Orange. It's already pre-mixed. And I have right dye. I think it's called Sunshine Yellow or something. I have the thing, I don't have the label out, so. We're going to do the Dylon on the left first. Ooh, it looks orange. So I'm going to pour half of this into a cup. I'm going to just pour it right on here. And then ooh, this is kind of fun. Experiment. So not much dye in there left. Alright, so we're just going to pour a little bit. I think I'm pouring more in that one. Pour the same amount in that one. And I want this one to be really dark. I only have so much dye left. So this might work, maybe. Oh, too much. A little bit less than that one. Okay, and then I have some fabric in a dish pan down here, so I'm just going to put the rest of it on there. So that is the Dylon. So hopefully you can see that. So that's the Dylon one. I'll put that like that. Okay. We're going to do this again on the other side. Maybe I'll be more precise this time. Oh. This went weird looking. So this is more cloudy. That's not good. So these two are getting the same amount. Oop, that's the end of this one. So I'll have to be more careful. I would make a terrible scientist because I'm not being very exact. Okay. A little too much in that one. And if you're wondering if I did my t-shirt that I'm wearing, I did not. Okay. A little bit. Okay. Right on there. And I might need that. Okay. So now we're going to put the water in. So I'm following some of the instructions. So we want that to be submerged. So this is salt water. Normally you add your dye to this mixture. Ooh, it's not gonna, my unstable table is not gonna be working very good. Hopefully it doesn't fall apart. So I'm gonna do that one, that one, that one, and that one. And I'll just dump the rest of it in. That was kind of a fun thing to do. It did take me a lot longer than I thought it was going to. But here are all the fabrics folded, all the quarters. And the orange, see, that's what I wanted it to do, was to be a marbled effect. And let's see, there's an orange and yellow one here that turned out fairly well. I think it was this one. There's definitely yellow and orange in that one. And I'll show you so there's another one with orange and yellow. So then here's the darker yellows. It kind of worked. I think if I ever did this again, when I added the small amount of dye, then add the salt water, or the water with the salt in it, and fill, because that's what I was doing. I was kind of doing a cup of dye for some of them, then I would pour in a cup of dye, then divide it in half, and then in half, and then in half, and then in half. So that's what I did. I just kept going less and less. That was my strategy. And it kind of worked. The lighter colors, I think, would have, but there is definitely a variegation. So what do you think? Is it something that you would try? This is something I've had in mind for a very long time and decided that I would do it. So I hope you enjoyed my little dyeing adventure. I'm quite pleased with the results, and you will be seeing this project in the future. Take care, everyone. Talk to you soon. Bye.